Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial I want to show you how to make a very fine gown, one trendy gown. So let's go to the work table. The shoulder is 7 inches. I come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. I'm ruling a line. So I'll still measure the 7 inches. That's half of the shoulder measurement for the armhole. I'll bring down the 7 inches this way so as to get accurate measurement. I look for the midpoint of the armhole, which is 3.5 inches, half of 7 inches. I measure the circumference. The circumference of the chest line is 9 inches. So I'm connecting the line here. Armhole cuff, 9 inches. That's for the back armhole. For the front, I come in by 1/2 inch. I have both the back and front together. So this is the front armhole, this is the back armhole. So I measure from shoulder to the waist, which is 13 inches. Shoulder to the hip is 20 inches. So this is 2.5 inches. It's for the button allowance. Button allowance and the folding allowance. This is how it's going to look like when you fold it this way. You stitch it and you now put the buttons. Button all the way down. So I'm going to take the waist measurement, which is 8.5 inches. The hip measurement is 10 inches plus 2 inches allowance, 2 inches allowance plus 2 inches allowance. Now roll the line this way. So I'll measure like this. This is 12 inches here. I'll bring down the 12 inches this way. Then for the back, I'll measure the bust span measurement, which is 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches at the bust line, the waistline, and the hip line. So I'll connect the line like this. I'll come in by half inch both sides. I'll connect it this way. Connect it to the hip too. So I want to take the neck measurements. Remember, this measurement is for a child. This measurement is for a child. So I'm going to take 2.5 inches and 3 inches. So remember, I took 2.5 by 2.5. That is the front neck. So for the back, I'll take 1 inch. Remember, this 2.5. So the 1 inch. So I'm going to cut it now. The straight cut gown. I'm cutting both the back and front the same way. Watch the way I'm cutting. Remember, I'm cutting the back and the front the same way. Please subscribe to the channel. It's a new channel. I'm going to add half-inch sewing allowance for joining of the shoulder. So I'm cutting the back neck first. So this is the front and this is the back.
It should be first. I did not see. Did you throw the visa left?
Did you off it before you start talking? Or
Yeah.
still recording?
No.
I want to mark that 3.5 inches 3.5 inches, 3.5 inches. Then I'll measure ½ inch and ½ inch. Look at the way I'm connecting it. Easy that. It's a sleeveless gown. So this is the back of it. This is that. Back to the front. I'm cutting the front neck line now. I'll cut the armhole too. Then I'll come in by 1.5 inch. Connect it this way. Remember. So for the hand, if you want it to be sleeveless, you can come in by 1.5 inches. Then connect it to the armhole. But I want to leave it with the sleeve. So this is how it looks like. This is the back side of it. Easy that. You just hold the darts. So from here to here. The same thing applicable to the front side. For the front side, the button placket. This is how to sew it. You put it this way and sew it. So straight down. Then I'll come back for the neck. I want to measure the sleeve. The sleeve is 10.5 inches. Okay, 11 inches. So I'll come in here by 4 inches. Then I'll take the width. The width is 9.5 inches. Then I'll connect it this way from the tip of the pattern paper to the 4 inches. I look for the midpoint, which is 5 inches. Then I'll connect it this way. You can use your curve ruler, you can use freehand. I've already used freehand. Let me use my hand. So let me check. This is complete. 11 inches. Then for the round of the hand is 8 inches. Connect it this way. This trendy gown is for a child. You can as well increase your measurements. The difference is the measurement, but the cutting is the same. So this is the sleeve. This is the sleeve. This is the sleeve. I want to measure the neck. The neck, I'll measure. Remember that you have to fold. You have to sew it this way. Fold like ½ inch inside. Then fold it this way. Sew it down like I said. Then measure the neck. Measure the neck this way to this place. That is 5.5 inches for the neck. That is for the front. For the back is 3.5 inches. Remember this is the Peter Pan collar. Peter Pan collar. This is for the back neck, 3.5 inches. I want to measure for the front. The front is 5.5 inches plus ½ inch. I'll come down by 1 inch. Then I'll connect it this way. Connect it this way. Then I'll measure 2.5 inches all around. Then you come here, measure ½ inch. Use a ½ inch. So I'm cuffing it this way. This is the downside of it. That side is the upside of it. So I want to cut it off. This is the Japan collar. You can make it straight, you can make it off. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Don't just watch and go away. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye. This is what I'm going to show. How to cut it. it's from the armpit here to the hip. Because if you look at this picture, there's a slant from the armpit to the hip, and one of the sleeve is the same color with the cut. So that means the material will be two colors. The Peter Pan color will be the same color with this one, with the upper part of it and the sleeve. The button placket will be the same color with the up. So that is how I want to show you how to slant it to the hip. Look at the Peter Pan color here. You start from there and fix the button. The distance between one button to the other is 3 inches distance. So that is the picture. So I want to slant it here. This is my placket. This is my button placket. So I'll mark from here across to this place. It will pass through the waist. So I'm going to connect it this way. It passes through from the armhole to the waist. And to the hip. So you cut it off this way. Remember, it's only the front side of it. This will be another. So this is the cutting. Remember, you have to cut it this way. This will be another material. This and the sleeve, the upper side and the sleeve, and the Peter Pan color will be the same color. While this other sleeve and this other one on the back will be one color. So that is how to do it. You have to join it. After joining it, you then use the color of this upper part as Planket. Roll it down, join it and sew it down. Then the buttons will be 3. If it is a big person, an adult, should be 3 inches, 3 inches interval. But children should be 1.5 inches all the way down. So that is how to cut it, and I'm showing you how to sew it. This Peter Pan collar, I cut it along with the allowance inside. So after sewing it, it will be small, maybe like 1 inch or 1.5 inches left. So this is all about that beautiful trendy gown. Thank you for watching my channel. Stay safe. Bye.